He's been called Old Smiley, the P.T. Barnum of comics, the mastermind of the Marvel Age, the world's most famous comic book creator. Ladies and gentlemen, our fearless leader, Stan the Man Lee. Okay, new projects from Stan. Blood Red Dragon with Yoshaki as a musician is being published by Image Comics, and that's in association also with Todd McFarlane. And Stan just flew in from filming his most recent cameo in the upcoming Avengers movie.
The cameo that I did yesterday, and I know you're all so eager to hear about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I can tell you it is a very funny cameo. Probably the funniest line that I've had to say yet. And I say it to Captain America. Who will probably be a little bit annoyed because there's always the chance that I will have stolen the scene from him. But this time, Captain America was fearless and he went along with it. And I did it, and I had about 20 policemen, New York policemen, protecting me. And at first I was very impressed. But then I began to think to myself, why do I need 20 cops protecting me? What should I be worried about? But they never told me, and I got out of there and I flew here. Here I don't have anybody protecting me because you don't need protection because everybody here is a wonderful, gentle, loving human being. That's what I like about Atlanta.
Another recent project is NHL Guardians project, and Neil Adams was involved with that too, right? Anything to tell us
The
about
NHL, that's the National Hockey League. I created a superhero for every team in the National Hockey League. And thank God there were only about 30 of them. They could have had 100, I'd have been dead. Neil Adams, in the beginning, I think, did some work on that also. It's going to be a big thing on television, on the internet. There'll probably be a movie about it later on. So remember that you in Atlanta have been among the first to hear about, what do we call them? I think it's called the NHL Defenders.
Guardians.
Is that right?
Guardians.
I'm wrong about that. I can never remember the name. It's the NHL Guardians. Strike the Defenders, put it out of your memory, forget the Defenders. Don't say Defenders too often or you'll get mixed up. Eliminate the word defenders. Make believe there's no such word as defenders, okay? It's the NHL Guardians, and that's what you'll be hearing about. And thank you for saving my life with that one.
You're welcome. One of the things I think, one of the coolest bits of news is earlier this year, you received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I felt very foolish about it. I mean, I'm not exactly the biggest movie star in the world. They had a little ceremony, and they blocked off the street. I love anything that they stop the traffic for. It makes you feel very important. And I made a little speech, but then the thing that impressed me the most, you know, in Hollywood, this Walk of Fame, it extends for miles. And it's mostly on Hollywood Boulevard. But for some people who aren't as big names, they have the stars on the side streets also. So I figured I'll be way off on one of the side streets, but it didn't matter. I could always say I had a star. Well, I found out I'm not only on Hollywood Boulevard, but I'm on the same block as Paul Newman and Sophia Loren. And that kind of impressed me. So obviously they reserve that block for people who are very fine actors.
Another bit of really good news is your TV show Superhumans has just been renewed for another season on the History Channel.
really funny. Stan Lee's Superhumans. I cannot understand. For those of you who've seen the show, these people can do the most incredible things. And it's not trick photography or anything, but we send people out to search for people who have amazing abilities. And when I say amazing, there's one guy who is totally blind, but he rides a bike in traffic. And we see him doing it, and he does it by, in some way, he can hear or sense the other cars and where they are, and he just can avoid them. But to me, one of the funniest things, we found a fellow in the Orient who can take a power drill and put it to his forehead, turn it on, an electric drill, and it doesn't seem to hurt him or go into his skin. Now, that is amazing enough, but to me, the most amazing thing is, how does a guy wake up in the morning and say, I think I'll put a power drill to my forehead. I wonder if it would hurt me. We got another guy who, it's unbelievable. He ties a string or a rope or something to his eyelids, and he can pull a heavy weight. So again, I figured, this guy woke up one morning and said, "Ooh, I'm gonna tie something to my eyelids and see if I can pull." I mean, how do these people know they can even do these things? But we do have a problem on the show, though. The problem is that we're running out of people. Here we have a successful show. It's got good ratings. The network loves it. But we may have to stop it at some point, because how many people are we going to be able to find who can pull things with their eyelids or stuff like that? So it's like a suspense thriller. We're waiting to see what'll happen in the next few months, how many more superhumans can we... So you could help here too, not only with the Cameo Awards, but if you know any people who can do ridiculously fantastic things, let me know, and I'll give you a reward. You won't have to sit through another panel like this next time. You can be freed.